Amsterdam is one of the most popular destinations in Europe, with more than 20 million tourists moving in and out of the city annually. But during the winter, when skies are gray and the air is cold and wet, it can be a little harder to find exciting things to do. Well, that's what this travel series is all about. We found lots of exciting things to do during our winter visit to the Venice of the North, and in this compilation video, we're gonna highlight 3 of our favorites. Goedemorgen iedereen, and welcome to Amsterdam, one of the busiest port cities in the Netherlands. We are waking up this morning in the Anatara Grand Hotel Krasnopolski Amsterdam, which is an amazing stay. It's actually our second time staying in this hotel. Different room type this time around, but no less beautiful. We absolutely adore this hotel and we recommend it to literally anyone who's coming to the city. The Krasnopolski sits right in the heart of Dam Square, which is famous and historic in its own right, but we also like this hotel because of its proximity to other things, such as a Dam Lookout, a popular tourist destination, and a new adventure for Tim and Katie. And that adventure starts right now. I'm Tim.
I'm Katie.
And we do things like this. Welcome up Amsterdam Central, international transportation hub and dispatch station for trains, buses, and canal boats.
And fietsen.
And fietsen. It is also home to the ferry which we must take to get to a dam, as a dam is across the canal from us. This particular ferry is free, but not all ferries are. So check the schedules and the rates before you board anything around here. Stampede! Wow, seriously though. So many bikes. Welcome to a Dam Lookout. At the very tippy top there, you can see a small structure with appendages that swing outward. That is one of Holland's tallest thrill attractions. And if you know us, you probably know we hebben een reserving voor 2. I suspect we will not be able to take our GoPro on the attraction, which is totally fine. We're used to that. It's a thrill attraction and it carries risks when you carry loose items on. However, we are doing it. So we'll try to get enough footage up there so that you know what it looks like. And then if they have a video package, we'll buy that and we'll cut that into. This complex actually has a couple of attractions. A Dam Lookout, Sky Deck, and Swing is where we're headed first, and we do have a reservation for that. We also have a lunchtime reservation for the Madame Sky Bar and Restaurant, which is, I understand, to be the casual restaurant here. There is also a fancier restaurant called Moon, which revolves around sounds incredible, just a little bit more than we were hoping to do for lunch today. A Dam Lookout is open every day with variable hours. As you can see, cards only and no dogs allowed unless it's Snoop Dogg. Look at this model and map of Amsterdam. There's a Dam Lookout. You can tell because it says, "Hello, I'm Adam." Behold, the Lego Adam Lookout Tower. Can't really see the swings on this. I think they were left out of the set. Maybe they didn't have satisfactory pieces. We're down here right now, and we're gonna be headed up in just a minute. We are now 125 meters in the air, and it looks like the Lookout Indoor and Madame Sky Bar and Restaurant is to our right, Sky Deck, VR Ride, and Toiletten to the left. I think we're gonna go look at the indoor views first, and then meander over towards the Sky Deck, which is where the swing is. Neat.
Oh wow, cruise ships.
Cruise ships. There do be good views. They didn't lie about that. So in this area, it looks like we have great panoramic views. We have a full service bar and we have the Madame restaurant. Since we'll be having lunch at Madame, we're not gonna spend too much time poking around in here just now, because we'll be right back here again in about an hour. And we've got other sights to see in the meantime. We also have the VR roller coaster experience up here. This is an upcharge, and there are 1,000 of them everywhere else all over the world, so not worth it to us. But if it's something you're interested in, I'll drop pricing information down below. You can make that call day of. Seems like they do not get fully booked out. They have these cool digital periscopes. Is that what we call them when they're just sitting here like this?
I think they call it a scope, or in Dutch a kijker, which I think just means looker.
A looker. All right, so we'll call them kijkers then. They have these cool kijkers that are digital. You can zoom in, zoom out. and you can switch from dag to nacht. Get a nighttime view of everything. And you can do live, but if you do live, there's an intentional pixelation on all the buildings that are within scope range so that you're not disturbing others' privacy. Bit of a party pad up here. No parties right now because het scout. But there is in grote paard. Here's a helpful guide to everything that you can see from the top of the tower here. There's quite a bit happening on this island beyond Adam Lookout, which is part of the reason why there's a ferry that takes you from A to B. But what can I say? We're tourists. We're doing touristy things today. Here we are at last at Over the Edge, which, as it turns out, is Europe's highest swing. I knew it was some kind of record breaker, I just couldn't remember what the record was. They hoist you up and then they swing you out over the edge, hence the name. And I do see some 360 action cameras mounted there, so I'm thinking we will be able to get some video footage after all, just not our own footage. That's okay, we're willing to splurge.
It's a very gentle looking swing, actually.
Yeah, it's not so much a thrill attraction as it turns out. More so just a thing you can do.
It is high up. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's not a shot tower like in Vegas.
Correct. That was so much fun. Cold as hell, but fun. And pretty cheap too. It was only €750 per person, which is way better than what we paid for the Strat experience in Vegas.
That's right. That is a lot heavier. Hold on.
It looked somewhat competent. That looked less competent. Not bad, not bad.
Are you sitting on the D or the A?
The D. You gotta use the A to get up.
Another pose?
Hold on. Yeah. Now how to get back up. Whew. This is supposed to be a little peaky down to the ground, but alas. Het is donker. Welcome to the Madame restaurant, where we have an absolutely gorgeous lunchtime view.
It's beautiful.
Zo mooi. The menu here at Madame's is QR based, and we do have a €10 credit from a bundle we pre-purchased online. There are some meals here that are more expensive, but I think that for what we want, that €10 is going to come in real handy. I think we're going to have a bit of a cheaper lunch than the average person. The Dutch favor advanced planning. So Katie's drink has arrived.
Amsterdam Mule.
Ah.
It's got ginger beer in it and other things. Kind of looks like a sunrise.
It does have an aesthetic flair to it.
And a environmentally friendly straw that's not paper.
Imagine a straw that's good for the environment and doesn't immediately melt into your drink the very second you start drinking it. Now this is a fine plate of food. En goed maaltijd. I got the chicken burger, which sounds simplistic but looks fabulous. We also upgraded the truffle fries, I think, for both meals.
I think the truffle fries come with a special dipping sauce.
I believe they do.
We love sauce.
We do. What did you get?
I got the classic smash, which is the biggest burger I'm ever going to eat. It's got, I think like a special bacon jam on it. I don't know. It's huge.
Huge.
Yeah, the burger jam is all at the or bacon jam is all at the bottom.
Slightly out of frame is all of the jam dribbling out the back of the burger, which is how you know you've got a good burger.
Oh, just a nice classic burger with a little fancy twist.
That is absolutely delicious. Very, very saucy. And you know we love sauce, so it's a mess. But it's a good deal, and it's really, really good. Important to note that Adam Lookout is its own thing. The rest of the tower is still full of functioning businesses. As this little legend details, we've got Sony Music on one level, we've got a workout space, got lots of stuff. Adam also runs a virtual reality arcade, a nightclub, and a hotel, all of which obviously are not going to be included in your ticket to the tower. They're here though. If it's something you want to splurge on, by all means, explore those things while you're here. For the sake of an inclusive tour, I will also let you know that there is a cinema up here, and there are lockers which can hold small jackets and bags. There is a fee, but they're pretty cheap. I think it's €2 for a medium one. I'm assuming it's 3 or 4 for a large one, and they hold quite a bit. So if you don't want to carry your stuff around and you plan to stay up here for a while, that's another option as well. The cinema is free. At the bottom of the tower is where you can scan the QR code to get your photos, both the ones that we took at the front and the ones that we took on the swing. Scanner in. Oh no, they're all cute. We have to buy everything. And we were just informed that these machines are actually more for printing to get your digital photos, which is all we need, along with our swing video. You just gotta scan the QR on your ticket with your phone. Takes you to a completely different link. And you can actually add all to cart. €29.5. Not too shabby. And of course, just like disembarking any other self-respecting attraction worldwide, you'll be exiting through the gift shop. Now, while the Dom Lookout is open year-round, the winter weather may not always cooperate, so it's good to have some indoor alternatives. Just a quick warning for anyone with any kind of photosensitivity, this next section contains a lot of strobes and flashing lights, so proceed with caution.
Het is koud and it is nat, maar vandaag, that is okay. We are here at AMAZE Amsterdam, or AMAZE Amsterdam. I'm not 100% clear on how it's pronounced just yet. It's an immersive art exhibition, not unlike the Meow Wolf exhibitions we've been to in the States. We've seen pictures, we've seen videos, we've seen TikToks and Instagrams, but we've never seen this place with our own eyes. So we kind of know what to expect, but at the same time, we kind of don't. Open me. Ooh. Ooh. Psychedelic.
When you check into AMAZE, you'll be given a colored wristband that effectively assigns you to a group. You'll then have a chance to deposit your belongings in a free locker. Pictures and video are permitted here, but professional videography equipment is not. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the Osmo Pocket with our jackets in those lockers and then proceed directly to the lounge. So we are currently in the holding area waiting for our group color to be called. We are green, or groen. This is a timed experience. I don't think we'll be able to meander through at our own pace necessarily, but I think we'll be able to take enough time to show you what's cool in each area. Now, although we are going to be part of a group, the experience we're about to have is meant to be somewhat personal. What I mean by that will become evident soon enough, but for now, the important takeaway is that you will have your picture taken before you enter the first room of this experience. Don't worry, the photos taken at AMAZE are not stored long-term and will in fact be automatically cleared at the end of each operating day. Do you hear anything?
No.
I don't hear anything either. I was gonna say, you hear music? Each room at AMAZE offers a unique blend of audio and visual. Some rooms have a preset program that you just stand back and observe. Others allow for interactivity and encourage touch and play. No two rooms are alike, so you never know what to expect as you move from one room to the next.
Let's play together.
Teeny tiny little bridge. What is next? Oh no, it was me!
Waiting to see me.
I saw you. Oh no, it's me!
So you're seeing now why the pictures were taken, right? I don't know if any of these chambers have official names or titles, but we took to calling this the Tunnel of Self-Love.
Oh, time for the haunted house stretch.
Yeah.
They're all positioned so unconventionally. Oh, it's me!
It's you.
Oh. That's odd. I don't remember being here.
Now at this point, we're entering what the employees call the big room and what we call the party pad. We were told that we could chill here as long as we wanted and that the rest of the experience was self-guided and could be taken at our own pace. There were beanbags all over this room and most people chose to sit and relax. We, of course, chose to dance.
I like this one. Favorite song so far.
This took a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
It's like a game of sorts. Or DJs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here. You wear their headphones.
Oh.
I'm not getting anything,
I
are
have
you?
no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
I am not a good DJ. Yeah. Look at that groove. Yes. Space swing. Whee! Oh, down the rabbit hole. Oh, this is cool. Every time I go, I get a little further.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dangerous drums.
Yeah. Woo! Do we hit the big red button?
Yeah.
We do hit the big red button. Oh, and it's dark. This is my favorite song. Whoa! 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 I can't see.
What's happening here?
Oh, there we go. Woo! Yeah! We're gonna be taking so much of this home with us. I hate it. And with that, we have officially completed the AMAZE linear experience, and we've been dumped back into the bar. Don't know if we mentioned this at the beginning, but you can also get smoothies here.
And yeah, we could have gotten smoothies, but we had bigger plans for our dinner hour. As the sun goes down on a gray, cloudy day in Amsterdam, we're gearing up for a 3 to 4 mile walk around the city as we take in the Amsterdam Light Festival, complete with the Edition 14 food walk upgrade. This festival app is going to be our roadmap this evening. Now, to just download the app and view the map is only €6 or €7, so if you want to have the cheapest possible experience, you can stick with just that and be just fine. If, however, you want to bundle your brews and bites with the festival experience and know where all the participating restaurants are as you go, you can pay a little bit extra. We did that. I don't know exactly how much it was off the top of my head, but I will put the information at the bottom of your screen in case you're interested in doing something similar. Now, near as we can tell, and we could be wrong about this, so don't take this as gospel, there's no particular order you have to experience these attractions in. All you gotta do is walk around the path to see them all. So we chose to start with the one that was closest to our hotel in Dam Square, which itself is at Amsterdam Centraal. We are gonna try our damnedest to give you accurate information tonight, but as this is our first time doing anything like this, particularly in Amsterdam, particularly in the winter, we could have some bad information throughout. We'll try to correct it as we go if so. If you're a Dutchie who does this all the time and you see something we did wrong, feel free to correct us.
When you're at a light display and you have access to your app, you can find the one you're looking at and read more about the display. You can find out who built it, what it means, or what it's supposed to mean, fun facts about the display, and just learn a little bit more about it. This is the benefit of having the access to the app, is to get a little bit more insight into the different displays you'll be looking at.
So this first display is known simply as the sun. It's made up of more than 800 light bulbs, each one controlled individually, so it creates a living, shifting pattern like solar activity. This was designed by the Norwegian Zenist lighting studio, and it's meant to indicate that in 2025, the sun is no longer just a symbol of light, warmth, and fertility. In an age of global warming, its image also reminds us of how fragile life on Earth really is. Never cross the street without looking both ways in Amsterdam and waiting for a signal if you have one. You'll see other people do it, but they're used to dodging the bikes. More than likely, you aren't. First spot on the foodie tour is We Are Eden, which is inside a restaurant complex along the river, and looks schwanky. We're not guaranteed a sit-down meal. We're actually only guaranteed takeaway, so we may not be dining in, but we'll see what happens. We have been told that if we scan the QR code here, we'll be given a bite to go grab from the bar area. Oh, dankjewel.
Two vouchers
Oh,
for your next visit.
wonderful. Dankjewel. If I am to be honest with you all, I have literally no idea what we just picked up, but it was very hot, it was fresh, and it looks fairly sizable. So whatever it is, I'm not disappointed. This is one of 4 bites we'll be picking up along the way. Yeah?
Some mustard maybe corned beef,
Look like might be corned beef,
and
yeah.
like Swiss cheese, kind of like a Reuben. Nice. That'll be a good nice snack for a cold day.
Back in the cold and rapidly approaching our next destination, which is the Nemo Science Museum. You can see it there, but you'll see it better in just a second. We're in one of those rare spaces where both bikes and pedestrians are welcome to travel along the same path, and it's terrifying. The bikes come like bikes out of hell.
Okay, we are now standing in front of the Nemo Science Museum, and we're looking at Fracture Point by Philip Roca. It's using the architecture of the Science Museum as inspiration for an alternate reality. As we're looking at it, the lines are bending and twisting and moving. It's kind of like watching threads snap. It's kind of peaceful, but also a little disconcerting.
It's kind of like what the architectural feat in the Roses was supposed to look like before it all collapsed. If you haven't seen that movie, you won't know what we're talking about, but
without the big sail on top. But it is a cool looking building.
this one here is one of the most oft photographed of the entire festival. Whale Fall is a giant whale skeleton floating on water in front of the National Maritime Museum. Floating may be a bit generous, it seems to just be sitting there, but it's meant to remind us of the cycle of life. When the whale dies, its body sinks to the ocean floor. In so doing, it sustains entire ecosystems for years, from scavengers to microorganisms. What looks like an ending is, in fact, a beginning. Every whale's legacy is new life. The rode color of the skeleton is also meant to remind us of the bloody history of whaling, a practice that sadly still hasn't been banned everywhere, but has been banned here in the Netherlands. This is one of a few on the tour that I think actually might be better viewed from the canal boats, but again, the canal boats move at their pace, not at your pace, so we like that we can stop and take pictures. It was the choice we made today. The next one is quite close, it looks like.
This one's cool.
Cool. Like the others haven't been.
No. It's they're all cool. I like motion.
energy.
Yeah, kinetic energy. I mean, the whale one was definitely meaningful.
But this one sparkles.
But this one's All right, we are looking at Making Waves, which is by Jos Agassi and Noortje van den. It's reminiscent of a city skyline, but also like sun and light reflecting on water. The artists describe it as capturing the light that's already here. It's all around us. Our cities produce an enormous amount of light, especially in winter when the days are shorter. And sometimes the canals catch that light, holding it in rippling reflection. It's really cool to look at it because it does what's happening on the water is mirroring what's happening in the exhibit as well. It's very cool. I actually like that we're not viewing it from the water because I think we can see that effect better from over here.
My word, this path takes some twists and turns.
The map was very helpful.
I don't know how anyone would know to do this without the app. It's totally worth the €6 or €7.
Obviously the people can view them without the app. I mean, they're all in public, but paying for the app does donate.
I mean, we're literally walking like along like a sports complex here. Like, would you know to do that without paying €7?
Okay, we are getting a very up-close look at Under Pressure by Pavel Trubin, a downward-facing dog, a sun salutation. The red figures in Pavel Trubin's Under Pressure are clearly trying very hard. Sound familiar? If anyone's ever done yoga before, you know how hard some of those poses can be. He states we have to perform at work, in our social lives, and in our relationships. Every success, every failure gets tracked. We count our steps, measure our sleep, quantify our output, and then suddenly burn out. So in this piece, Trubin is holding up a mirror to us, the modern Western human. We're giant heads perched on stiff bodies. The weekly yoga class is meant to keep us balanced, but really we're top heavy. But there's hope. Step closer and listen carefully. They're breathing. They release lies in the exhale. Go ahead, join them, and breathe out. I guess we're meant to get closer. The backpacks have breathing machines in them, so if you're a pedestrian participant, you get to hear the yoga breathing.
Son of a gun. This next exhibit is appropriately named Orb, all caps. At first glance, it feels like a mysterious object, but in reality, it's made from something surprisingly ordinary. Traffic mirrors. Each one reflects a fragment of the surrounding city. Its perfect circular form is a nod to the number pi, the ratio between a circle's circumference and its diameter. Orb consists of 90 traffic mirrors in total and has a diameter of 4 meters. The artist, Spy, does not want to reveal their identity. So it could be Banksy, and we should all assume that it is until we're told otherwise. Or, equally probable, it might have been Katie. Something we learned on this trip is that Amsterdam actually does have a metro, and only a small percentage of that metro actually travels underground, but we appear to be passing through one of those very rare sections where such is the case. Thank you to the kind Dutchie who pointed us in this direction, because we thought we were going totally the wrong way until we were corrected.
We are standing in front of OT 1407 by Stefan Rees. This is meant to look like a harp of color, and it's actually representing a color alphabet. Each color and shape you see corresponds to either the letter or the shape that the mouth makes when producing the sound. Vowels are supposed to be gray, consonants are the bright colors, and there's even Morse code. The artwork is 8 meters wide, and it was made in Germany and painted with industrial car paint.
I like this one because it has a lot of kinetic energy. It jumps, it glitches, it changes colors. It's never the same thing twice. You look away, you look back, bam, completely different. We have done a canal tour and we loved seeing all this old architecture in the city. One day, maybe we'll do a tour for the vlog and just focus on things like this. Not today, but I wanted to highlight this because it's so prettyful. Now we are gonna wind up getting a little bit closer than this to I Contain Multitudes, but I feel like the best view with the naked eye is definitely from across the opposing bridge. But before we get to that, it's time to stop for another food bite. I will reiterate, for the sake of reiterating it, that no establishment is obliged to give us seating. If they give us seating, it's a bonus, and Soul Kitchen not only gave us seats, they also gave us 2 half glasses of cava and these delightful tuna rolls, which are fairly big, particularly for tuna rolls.
Me being a sushi fan, that's delicious. Tuna hand roll, fresh raw tuna in there, spicy sauce, some seaweed, sushi rice. Really good and a nice portion and very easy to pick up and eat.
I gotta say, so far, the Brews and Bites has been an incredible investment.
Yeah, first of all, you get to, now this isn't guaranteed. We've gotten to step inside and sit down for a few minutes, use toilet and all that. They've been pretty sizable. Like, I'm not starving walking around right now.
Not at all.
Soul Kitchen really stepped it up. Nice seating, a little glass of cava with the hand roll. That was excellent, and it definitely made me interested in going back there and trying their restaurant.
That's the thing. I think a lot of these participating restaurants are benefiting from exposure.
Exactly.
Because people follow the path and then they enter these cool places where, oh, I'd love to come back and have a full meal here.
Right. Yeah, definitely would come back and try Soul Kitchen again. And we are eating.
You're for sure saving money on the food as you go.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a value. And I know you're only getting a tasting of it, but still, I mean, back at home, that hand roll and a half glass of cava, probably like $15, maybe even $20, depending on where you are. In DC or New York, $20.
All right, we are back on the trail and we are officially stopping now at I Contain Multitudes. And Katie knows more about this one than I do.
Only because I've read it a few minutes ago. So, I Contain Multitudes. These words were written by American poet Walt Whitman in 1855, and you see that last line glowing above the colorful arch. The I Contain Multitudes borrows its form from traditional luminary festive light sculptures used in Italy since the 17th century. And this is an Italian artist who put together this display, Marinella Senatore. Here, Marinella Senatore reminds us that we all carry a multitude of identities within us. Each of us is a collection of contradictions, and in those differences within ourselves lies our shared human connection. That diversity is something to celebrate.
Another key benefit of having access to that app is that when you get lost, as we just did, it's easy enough to find your way back to the planned route. I'm not so sure we'd be able to do that on our own. We don't know where any of these sculptures are without being told by an educated app. Okay, now that we have officially recovered our path, we are looking here at 10,000 thoughts. The idea behind this one is that our thoughts are as fleeting as they are persistent. Some arise and vanish without leaving a trace. Others circle back again and again, tugging at our minds. Esther Rollison, the artist, worked on this for 3 months, using fishing lines to hold each piece in place, and 30 meters square of material was used to create the final product, which I'll grant you is a little harder to see with a big-ass boat in the way. So this one is Quantum Phantom Multiversum, which was designed by 1,600 Amsterdam primary school students. And it is many things, but it is not boring. A cutting-edge quantum computer will be installed at the Amsterdam Science Park. This machine will have unprecedented computing power, and in a series of workshops, Amsterdam's children imagine what a future shaped by the quantum technology might look like. The next one you see behind me does run a long way down this canal, which makes it very, very difficult to get in one frame. So I'll do my best, and I'll let Katie take over the talking points.
This is Abri Maximal by Joop Vissers Worstenbosch. This is a bus shelter where someone seems to have forgotten to hang the poster. Without the seductive image, the structure behind all that commerce stands bare and almost unsettling. We peek behind the curtain at the fluorescent tubes and tangled wires. Joop Vissers Worstenbosch asks a fundamental question. Could we use all those screens, shelters, and banners we currently fill with ads for something better? Can we dedicate them to our imagination instead of to capitalism?
We are a little more than halfway through our Winter Lights walk, and at this point I did want to throw out a quick reminder that if you've enjoyed this content, please consider giving us a like, a comment, or a subscription to help our channel grow. I don't know why you would enjoy this chaos, but here you are still watching anyway, so. All right, our last two food stops are pretty much on top of each other, so this is gonna go rapid fire here. We are at Da Basel right now, and this is pumpkin soup, which is steaming hot, accompanied by, what was the bread?
The bread is, I believe, a multi-grain bun with tarragon butter. I'm a soup gal.
You are, and you're a pumpkin soup gal
I
too.
approve this soup message.
Ta-da!
Tarragon butter.
I just like the word tarragon. It doesn't even
It
need to
sounds
taste
like
it.
a dragon.
Versa. Katie likened this to Restaurant Week in Baltimore City, and I agree, it's like a food festival. Every stop, we got excellent food, cozy restaurant, indoor seating, which is not always guaranteed, but we've had it.
It's been really fun, really like a food journey and a light show journey.
And we've still got one more stop, and then I think it's lights for the rest of the evening.
Yes. One more food stop and then all lights.
Would you look at this whole secret village down here that we never would have found if we hadn't bought into the Brews and Bites? Okay, our last stop is Black and Blue here in what appears to be Pride Alley, which I am all about the vibe here. We just, one more night we would spend a little more time here, but we only just found it and we're leaving tomorrow. So, our final bite, steak tartare. This looks like multigrain bread. There was a vegan option as well, but we went with the meat option because ik heb honger down the hatch.
Why do they make everything so tall here?
That's why I have you try things instead of me, because my front teeth don't even go all the way through.
It's delicious. There's like this little kind of creamy mustard on top, some tomato, good spices. It's really good. It reminds me of being back in Phantasialand when we had the tartare
Yeah.
at the Uberk restaurant.
Oh, it was so good.
I think it's a great finisher for our walk. And you could have done them in any order. We just did them in the order that we did.
Correct. And we also, for the record, were offered seats indoors, but seeing as how we're close to the end of our food journey.
Yeah, and I just thought since we're talking about the food and doing the light and
Yeah,
stuff.
it was kind of a quieter vibe inside, so we decided no matter where we go or what we do, we never have enough time. It's just a Tim and Katie staple. There's always one or two more things that we see on our last day that we're like, and then we go back. This is our second visit to Amsterdam. We'll come back a third time and we'll try to do all these things, and then we'll do them, and then we'll find 3 more things that we meant to do, and the list just keeps going on. Okay, we are back at it for our last sprint through some of these displays, and we are looking now at windows. This is actually meant to draw attention to the 17th century single cook behind them. It's quite a modest and unassuming building, but in the 17th century, even the relatively liberal Dutch Republic had some religious limits. So there's a bit of history tucked in behind here. This is where religious refugees used to practice back in 17th century Amsterdam. And with windows, Dutch artist Lin Lichte seeks to undo the invisibility retroactively. Okay, so far this one is my favorite. These are projections on this bridge that are meant to look like fauna, I believe, but in the shape of various art pieces. I talk like I know, but I'm really just assuming. Katie actually has the guide open.
So here is French artist Luminaries playfully reimagining classic Dutch folklore and symbols. The hybrid creatures you see are metamorphones. They're entirely imaginary archetypes from Dutch culture fused with elements of plants and animals, forming new fairy tale figures caught up in new stories. It does kind of give Efteling, doesn't it?
It does a little
Like
bit.
fairy tale. It's an analog projection, which is based on hand-drawn sketches, but seems like a single image. But it's actually made up of 10 separate panels that blend seamlessly.
So this is easily one of the best lit displays so far, and we've actually seen this one during the day and took pictures with it before we knew that it was part of the Light Festival. This is Swans by John Voss. The artist has captured the pair of swans at the very moment of takeoff. They rise together, their heads stretched forward, their wings beating in perfect unison. And the objective was to convey a message of togetherness, which I feel the world as a whole could use. Be a swan, everyone. Be the best swan you can be.
Okay, we are looking at Rhapsodia, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, by M. Moser Associates. This is a digital tapestry that is woven from the wishes and dreams of visitors to the Amsterdam Light Festival. Oh,
Hey,
that's
that's
my
me.
wishes. And if you're looking at information in the app, if you scroll down, you can actually send in your wish.
Ah,
Like to access motion and orientation, okay?
woo!
Oh, these are different people's wishes.
Wow.
You can add your message.
Oh, you literally add your wish to the tapestry.
So if somebody says, I wish to be proud of myself, I hope you are.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
Whoever you are, I'm proud of you. This here is called Coral Luminance, designed by Singaporean artist Henry Hu. Possible mispronunciation there, it might be Hugh. This is a statement on the warming and acidifying oceans that are destroying the coral reefs worldwide. You can actually make a donation to entities and agencies that are trying to save these coral reefs right here from the pylon. or in the app.
We are looking at Solid Void by artist duo Vendel and De Wolf. This is supposed to represent neutrinos, which are very, very tiny, almost invisible neutral particles. It's an ode to the sense of wonder we feel when confronted with natural phenomena we can't fully grasp.
It's my life in an art piece. These collective antennae, which run on both sides of the canal over here, are known as one piece called the antenna sud. This is a piece by Italian artist Michele Bonzi, which, as always, I could be absolutely butchering that pronunciation, but these are real antennas wrapped in LED cables, and it's meant to indicate that a quarter of the Netherlands does lie below sea level, as does a large part of Amsterdam, so this is a statement on climate change. And they will not be so pretty as this when the houses are underwater.
The second to last exhibit of our walking tour is Keep Me Warm by Norwegian artist Thomas Bendiksen. Thomas Bendiksen brings a familiar object into public space. He asks us to reflect on our dependence on warmth, not just the warmth of a home and a heater, but also the warmth of social closeness and human connection.
And the question I have is this Thomas Bendiksen's houseboat? Because this is welded on to the top of it.
Maybe the whole boat is part of it too. I don't know.
I mean, is he in there right now?
Hello!
Thomas? And this, my friends, is where our journey ends. This exhibit is called All the Light You See, and the rest of the message, as illustrated by the art, is all the light you see is from the past. This has actually been assembled by an American artist named Alicia Eggert, and they chose a classic billboard for this message. The glowing neon letters and the wooden frame are intended to pull us backward in time. Everything that exists now comes from what came before, and the billboard flickers to remind us of forgotten US cities.
So there you have it, 3 awesome activities that you can enjoy out of season here in Amsterdam. Obviously, these are far from the only things to do in the city. There's a near endless amount of culture, history, adventures, and experiences to indulge here. The hope is that this video will inspire you to get out and explore some of those experiences and to not let the winter weather discourage you from making memories. In any given year, there will be a lot of rainy, gross days. But with the right attitude, every day can be a new adventure. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.